is going on, guys? This is ASMR Hunky. Yeah, I can't say Hunky really loud because people are sleeping. And what am I gonna be doing today? I'm gonna be reading creepy stories, short stories, short but very effective against you. So yeah, let's begin. Alright, so the first story is called The Angel Statue. A few years ago, a mother and a father decided they needed a break, so they wanted to head out for a night on the town. They called their most trusted babysitter. When the babysitter arrived, the two children were already fast asleep in bed. So the babysitter just got to sit around and make sure everything was okay with the children. The babysitter got bored and went to watch TV, but she couldn't watch it downstairs because they did not have cable downstairs. The parents didn't want the parents didn't want children watching too much garbage. So she called them and asked them if she could watch cable in the parents' room. Of course, the parents said it was okay. The babysitter had one final request. She asked if she could cover up the angel statue outside the bedroom window with a blanket or a cloth because it made her nervous. The phone line was silent for a moment, and the father, who was taken to the babysitter at the end, and at the time, said, take the children and get out of the house. We'll call the police. We don't own an angel statue. The police found both of the children and the babysitter slumped in pools of their own blood within 3 minutes of the call. No statue was found. Holy snap. Now that was disturbing. Now that's disturbing. Oh my god. That actually gave me the chills. Just thinking about it, Alright, now to the next story. This new old house. Alright, let's go. We bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction, converting the kitchen into the master bedroom, for instance. While I'm on wallpaper removal duty. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling. Removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. The best feeling is getting a long peel, similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I don't know about you, but I kind of make a game of peeling for the longest piece before it rips. Under a corner section of paper in every room, and is a person's name and a date. Curiosity got the best of me one night when I googled one of the names and discovered the person was actually a missing person. The missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. The next day, I made a list of all the names and dates. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. We notified the police, who naturally send out the crime scene team. I overheard one text say, "Yup, it's human. Human? What's human? Ma'am, where's the material you removed from the walls already? This isn't a wallpaper. You were removing..." Damn. Alright, now these stories, they made me look back. Oh my god. Alright, now we're gonna get to the third story. The third story is called A Mother's Call. A young girl was playing in her bedroom when hears her mother call to her from the kitchen. So she runs down the stairs to meet her mother, and she's running through the hallway. The door to the cupboard under the stairs open. A hand reaches out and pulls her in. It's her mother. She whispers to her child, "Don't go to the kitchen. I heard it too." Yo. Oh my god. Dude. That makes you that story makes you think, bro. What the hell was in the kitchen? Oh my god. Now that's disturbing. Alright, now, story number 4. My daughter learned to count. My daughter woke me around 11:50 last night. My wife and I had picked her up from her friend Sally's birthday party, brought her home, and put her to bed. My wife went into the bedroom to read while I fall asleep watching the Braves game. "Daddy," she whispered, tugging my sleeve. "Guess how old I'm going to be next month?" "I don't know, beauty," I said as I slipped on my glasses. "How old?" She smiled and held up 4 fingers. "It is 7:30 now." My wife and I had been up with her for almost 8 hours. She still refuses to tell us where she got them. Oh my god. That was crazy. Alright, now story number 5. When Charlie goes away. Alright. I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. My parents constantly try to explain to me how sick he is, that I am truly lucky for having a brain where all the chemicals flow properly to their nations, like undammed rivers. When I complain about how bored I am without a little brother to play with, they try to make me feel bad by pointing out that his boredom likely far surpasses mine, considering his confined to a dark room in an institution. I always beg for them to give him one last chance. Of course they did at first. Charlie has been back home several times, each shorter in duration than the last. Every time without fail, it all starts again. The neighborhood cats with gouged out eyes showing up in his toy chest. My dad's razors found drop on the baby side of the park across the street. Most vitamins replaced by bits of dishwasher tablets. My parents are hesitant now, using last chance's sparkly. They say his disorder makes him charming, makes it easy for him to fake normalcy, and to trick the doctors who care for him into thinking he is already for rehabilitation, that I will just have to put up with my boredom. If it means staying safe from him. I hate it when Charlie has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he is back, or they will know it was me. Wow. Alright, now story number 6. He stood against my window. Wow. That's pretty freaking scary when somebody presses against the window during the night. I don't know why I looked up, but when I did, I saw him there. He stood against my window. His forehead rested against oh my god. His forehead rested against the glass, and his eyes were still and light. And he smiled with red lipstick, cartoonish grin, and he just stood there in the window. My wife was upstairs sleeping. My son was in his crib. I couldn't move. I froze and watched him looking past me through the glass. Oh, please no. His smile never moved, put a hand up and slid it down the glass, watching me with matted hair and yellow skin and face through the window. I couldn't do anything. I just stayed there frozen, feet still in the bushes. I was burning, looking into my room. He stood against my window. Bruh. Now that's terrifying. Oh my god. Oof. To make you less scared. Alright. Now, this will be the last story for this video. It is called White with Red. This is the 7th story that I'm gonna read to you guys. And this one's longer than all the others that I've already read. A man went to a hotel and walked up to the front desk to check in. The woman at the desk gave him his key and told him that on his way to his room, there was a door with no number that was locked and no one was allowed in there. And she explained that it was a storeroom and that it was out of bounds. She reminded him of this several times before allowing him upstairs. So he followed the instructions of the woman at the front desk, going straight to his room and going to bed. However, the instances of the woman had piqued his curiosity. So the next night he walked down the hall to the door and tried the handle. Sure enough, it was locked. He bent down and looked through the wide keyhole. Cold hair passed through it, chilling his eye when he saw was a hotel bedroom like his. In a corner was a woman whose skin is incredibly pale. She was leaning her head against the wall, facing away from the door. He stared in confusion for a while. Was this a celebrity? Was this the owner's daughter? He almost knocked on the door. Out of curiosity, he decided not to. As he was still looking, the woman turned sharply, and he jumped back from the door, hoping she would not suspect he had been spying on her. He crept away from the door. The next day, he returned to the door and locked through the wide keyhole. This time, all he saw was redness. He couldn't make anything out besides a distinct red color. Unmoving, perhaps, and the inhabitants of the room knew he was spying the night before and had blocked the keyhole with something red. He felt embarrassed that he had made the woman so uncomfortable, and he hoped she had not made a compliment with the woman on the front desk. At this point, he decided to consult her for more information. She sighed and said, "Did he look through the keyhole?" The man told her he had. The man told her that he had, and she said, "Well, I might as well tell you a story of what happened in that room. A long time ago, a man murdered his wife. And we find that even now, whoever stays there gets very uncomfortable. But these people were not ordinary. They were white all over except for their eyes, in which they were red." Wow. Just like my eyes in the thumbnail of this video. Alright, guys. And wow, it was pretty freaky. And I don't know why I took my beanie off because, my head just had to breathe. But yeah, man, these stories, I think the scariest one is when the mother pulled the daughter in the closet and told her that the person that called the daughter's name in the kitchen wasn't her mother. Oh, that story makes you think a lot. It just makes you think, bro. Like, what is it? Like a ghost or a demon? Who the hell is it? Oh my god. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this creepy story video. Well, creepy short stories video. And I'll be back with another video. And I know I said video twice in a sentence, but who cares? But yeah. This is ASMR Hunky. And I'll be back with another video. Peace.